What is going on, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Salami squad around the world? The Meat Pack is in the building here to bring you our Meat picks for NFL Week 4. Been an awesome first 3 weeks of the NFL season, but we're just getting started, baby. A lot of these teams are finally starting to find themselves and stuff like that, and a lot of these stats and stuff starting to make a little more sense the more games we play. So we're about to jump into Week 4 real quick before we jump into that. Richie, I want you to pull up that graphic showing everybody's score. Big shout out to Cruz on this for absolutely nailing the Panthers-Texans game 24-9. Big shout out. Nailed it right on the button. I'm 7 below 500 right there. I don't like I guess my judgment is just not paying off. But wait, who do we got in the lead right here? What, Jimmy 35-16? We got Cruz 33 or 34. Okay, so I mean you got you three there at the top, neck and neck. I'm definitely kind of looking sad right here. But yeah, big shout out Cruz, nailed that on the head. That was a big game, obviously, for the Panthers to take that dub. So we're going to go ahead and do what we do. We're going to run down each of these games, starting with we're recording this on a Thursday. And so the Thursday night game is the Jaguars-Bengals. We're going to see that tonight, which this is like, man, let me tell you something, dude. I really like watching the Bengals play, to be honest. The offense is just really, really fun to watch. So, I mean, we're going to see some Joey B and some Trevor Lawrence action going at it. Trevor Lawrence, I know, is kind of just looking a little right now because, I mean, listen, brother, they might not win a single football game this season, man. It's not good over there in Jacksonville. But the Bengals, man, they're looking all right. Joey B is going to do his thing, and they still obviously, I think they're the worst team in that division, but still a very good team. You know, it's just that the three other teams in that division are super good. So I got the Bengals taking this one home, man, because I just feel like, I feel like this will be a performance, maybe a light shootout, something like that, maybe. But I just got the Bengals taking the dub, Joey B.
I like the Bengals for obvious reasons, but I think last week Jaguars were in that game till the third quarter. I mean, they played well against a superior Cardinals defense. I think that Trevor Lawrence is getting started. I think he will win at least one game this season. I think that he has the willpower to do it. I think he was 84-4 in his entire football career. Like he lost. If he loses tonight, he'll lose the most games he's lost in his career, which is incredible. Yeah. But I do think the Bengals take this one. I really like Joe Burrow a lot, and I think that they're going to handle this one pretty easily.
Yeah, completely agree with you guys. I think the Bengals win this one. I think this it's going to be kind of a blowout. I don't think it's going to be crazy blowout, but I don't think it's going to be a very interesting game. I think the Bengals take the lead from the start. Not sure Urban Meyer's the guy in Jacksonville, but yeah, Bengals here.
Yeah, I'm with you, boys. There not much else to say. Give me Cincinnati.
Cincinnati. So we're going to go ahead and move on to the next game, talking the Titans and the Jets. Titans win. Move on, dude.
I want to talk about it. Titans blow out here. That's all I'm going to say about that.
Jets are the certified dump pack. Yeah, Titans win.
Yeah, give me the fucking Titans here, brother. Vrabel and the boys about to run one up at home here. I'm excited to see some points on the board here, especially Tennessee coming off a couple weeks not looking so hot. I think they really established themselves this week.
Definitely starting to figure it out. Jets got a lot to figure out. So I'm going to go ahead and move on to the next game, talking the Lions and the Bears, which I actually think is a really interesting matchup we got going on here. Two teams that I mean, like I said, I'll say it every single week. There's something about what the Lions got, man. I don't know. I just kind of really like the grit that they play with. I still think the Bears get the dub here. I just think we saw a couple good things from Justin Fields last week. Obviously saw some mistakes too, for sure. But I just think if the Chicago Bears come to play in this game, I still think some points can get up. If the possibility is the Lions, I think could maybe outscore them if the Bears offense doesn't get going, but I'll take the Bears here in a crapshoot. I want the Lions. I don't know why I'm on this Lions train for some reason. I just kind of like the makeup of what they got, but give me the Bears.
No, I absolutely agree. I think the Lions are on the right track. I think they're building a strong young core with Swift as their lead back. I think Goff is serviceable. He'll get you. He won't lose you games. He won't necessarily win the big games, but he's good enough.
Fun stat, though. Jared Goff has yet to win a single football game without Sean McVay as his head coach.
That's it. Fair point. But this might be the week to change that.
Maybe.
I think that the Bears O-line is terrible. I mean, they have Jason Peters starting at left tackle. Like if you have that man as your left tackle, you know your line's trash. I'm picking the Lions. Being the Lions just squeak out a field goal or two to get this dub.
Yeah, I might be on the Lions train here. I think it's going to be a close game through and through. Touchdown game here. I think the Lions are going to take it home. I mean, I just think they got more star power on offense, honestly.
I'm on the Lions here as well. I'm kind of on the same shit Raji's saying. Like, they just got something else this year. I don't know if it's Motor City Dan Campbell in there, getting the boys hyped. Seeing him mic'd up week 1 was lit. But this Bears team is just so inconsistent on offense. I can't get a read on him, what's going on. Hopefully Justin Fields can see some success this season, getting some starts in there. But give me the Lions this week for sure, especially at home.
Yeah, that's a good point. The home, I mean, I might change my stance. I'll go Lions as well. But let's go ahead and move on to the next game, talking the Indianapolis Colts, Miami Dolphins. This one, a little bit of a toughie. There's a little bit of a toughie. Two teams that just kind of started out and aren't really performing like they thought we were going to. Especially, I mean, listen, at the core, I don't think either one of these teams are like a championship team. I mean, I think they're very good. But I mean, I don't know. This one's tough. I want to go with the Colts just because I don't know. I feel like they just come ready to play or something. This was a really tough one for me. If I had to give one push this week, it would be this game because I'm really not sure. If I had to give an answer, I'll go Indianapolis.
I agree. I think that the Colts are bound to win one. For an Eagles fan, this game is a win-win. Whoever loses, we get a better pick, per se, if Wentz stays healthy. But, yeah, this is a really tough game. I think the Colts are better on paper just by a little bit, but they're not playing super well. I think home field advantage will push them over the edge, so I'm taking the Colts in this one.
I'm with you, boys. I got the Colts here, too, squeaking one out. I think it's a pretty low-scoring game. Neither of these offenses have really gotten much going the first couple weeks. Especially with Tua being out. Brissett's good, but he's not the guy there long term. So, yeah, I got the Colts squeaking one out.
Y'all all said it for me there. Low-scoring crapshoot here. Give me the Colts against the Dolphins. I'm calling this 10-6. Colts win.
I can see something like that. I can definitely see offenses are definitely in a little trouble right now for both these teams. But I'm going to go ahead and move forward. Next game, we're talking the Browns and the Vikings. Browns looking real good right now, man. And the Vikings, I mean, looking all right. They're just kind of look like the Vikings. They have been the past couple of years. I mean, really strong on defense. Got 3 or 4 guys, or really strong on offense. They got 3 or 4 guys on defense, the Michael Kendricks and stuff of the league. But I think Cleveland just overall better roster, man. Cleveland, I'm telling you, man, has perfected this formula of listen, we don't need Baker Mayfield to be doing this over here. As our identity is probably best offensive line in the league. We got Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt. We're going to pound the football. Got Odell Beckham Jr. back now, so it gives you a little bit of an over-the-top element to be able to, balance out sort of what Jarvis Landry might not be able to give to you all the time. So I just don't know if the Vikings can keep up with the Browns here. I think they're rolling. I think they pound the rock on the ground. Just keep it moving.
I agree. This game I thought is going to be really close. I think it'll be within a score. Only because the Vikings, their offense is so high powered, but they're going against a stacked Cleveland's defense. And going into the
Myles Garrett, dude.
Yeah, he might be a defensive MVP candidate. But even their secondary, I thought they had questions going into the season, but they look great. I mean, I don't see a really strong weakness with that defense. But like you said, Baker Mayfield's a role player. Again, he's like. He won't win you a game. He might win you a few games, a few easy games, but they have an identity. They're going to run the ball and suffocate. They're not going to get like Kirk Cousins hold the ball very long. They're going to have time possession. I can see them win this one. I think we'll be close, but I'm taking the Browns.
Yep. I'm with you boys again. I got the Browns here. I think this isn't as close as you guys are saying. I think the Browns kind of roll away with this one. I think on paper, they're up there with the Chiefs and the Rams with as much talent as any team in the league. And they're putting it together this year. They're fun to watch, and I think they got a legitimate chance this season. I think this is a blowout.
Wow, I think it will be a close one. I am super hyped to see Myles Garrett and Jadeveon Clowney meet at Kirk Cousins and just blow his soul out of his body. That's going to be lit. This Browns I'm calling it this year. I think this Browns D-line is going to have the most sacks. Like, they're going to be all-time numbers. It's going to be insane. But this Vikings offense is just – they put up points, dude. Like, they're just getting it done. So I really like it's tough, bro. I like the Browns to get the dub, but the over line right now is 51.5. I'm smashing that. I think there's a big over game, but give me the Brownies.
Over on the points? I don't
Vikings
know,
putting
man.
it up, brother. I'm telling you.
I mean, they just hung up 30 on Seattle, so I mean, that's definitely they can score the ball. So we're going to go ahead and move on to the next game. Talking the Washington football team, the Atlanta Falcons. Obviously, the Washington got the brakes brought off them last week against Buffalo. Which I mean, I did think they were going to lose that game, not like that. But I mean, I don't know. I still think they win this game because something about the Falcons, man, like they drafted maybe one of the nastiest NFL prospects we've ever seen in Kyle Pitts and have just completely not been able to use him in there, man. Obviously, Arthur Smith coming over this year. They just have not been able to put the pieces together. It's like the defense was already bad and is still very bad. They only had the offense to be able to put them in a position to win. And if the offense isn't working, then this is a terrible football team. And I think this continues right here. I think Washington's front seven just gets after it. And let's see if the boy Heineke can maybe go out and have himself a game. So I'll go Washington.
I agree. I picked Washington to win as well. The Falcons are just a broken team. I feel bad for Matt Ryan. I think that he's bound for one or two more rides before he gets off the wagon. I don't know what to say about this one. I think the Washington is just an average team on offense, but the defense is pretty good. Actually, just statistically, their defense hasn't been great. I think they're just in a slump right now. With their defensive line, they're monsters. They're all first-round picks. I mean, they're bound to pick up at some point. I don't know. I think that the Falcons rely too heavy on Matt Ryan and Cordell Patterson, who's a joke. You know, the Eagles didn't look good, but I don't think he's
turning from punts or something, dude.
Yeah, seriously. So I'm taking the football team in a close one though, 17-14.
Yeah, I think this is a pretty close game too, only because I'm not sure how many points Washington can really put up with Heineke back there. Because Atlanta looks pretty terrible. They're going to be one of the worst teams in the league this year unless something happens on offense, and not looking good to start the year. So I got Washington here, but a pretty close game.
I think both these teams have problems, obviously, but in different areas, of course. But I think that puts them on a level playing field. So I don't know. This is a really tough one for me, but when I don't know like this, I'm not going to vote in the division. So give me the Dirty Birds here. I'll go against y'all. Give me Atlanta Falcons. Get the dub here.
I feel that. So we're going to go ahead and move on to the next game. We're talking the Houston Texans and the Buffalo Bills. And I mean, listen, if the Bills are hot, this is another probably steamroll right here, dude. Just Josh Allen, they're figuring it out over there in Buffalo. And I mean, Texas, man, it's just you got that rookie quarterback, got the neck. Who was the guy we saw last year on Jacksonville? Also had the neck for their Jacksonville. A couple of guys, quarterbacks and necks just kind of go hand in hand. See over the line. I don't know what that is, but Texans, man, it's been a little weird. They look competent against the Browns a couple weeks ago, and then absolutely kind of just got smashed last week against the Panthers, who I think are a lesser team. So it's kind of weird what's going on with them. And Buffalo, I just think is hot right now. Better football team. Can the Texans put up some points? Sure, but they don't win this football game. No chance.
Yeah, I have nothing really to say. I think the Bills are just getting hot. Josh Allen, obviously, is a top 10, maybe even top 7 quarterback in the league. He's just getting started. He wants to get back to that championship game. He wants to prove his must. So I think that the Bills take this pretty easily. Not much of a fight with Texans, so give me the Bills.
Yep. This is a pretty easy pick for me as well. Bills are going to take this one home. It's going to be a complete it's going to be obliterated. They're going to get shit on. Texans, they're just rebuilding here for sure.
Yeah, rebuilding century down there. Down bad. Every sports team just trash, trying to figure it out. Texans are no exception. Give me the Bills by like 25.
Yeah, no, I'll get down with that. But going to go ahead and move on to the next game, talking the New York Giants, New Orleans Saints. Give me Danny Dimes and the boys right here on this one. Just, I don't know, man. I'm not high on the Saints train right now. I just, like you said, they got a lot of stuff up front that's good, but that 53-man roster, dude, I don't think it's as deep and as good as people think it is. I think, listen, I'm not going to hate on Taysom Hill at all, but, don't take the ball out of Jameis Winston's hands, dude, to do some 4-yard quarterback run with Taysom Hill, dude. That's not going to work. I don't understand. I know he got paid and everything, but, I'm not using Taysom Hill. Just give the ball to Jameis, and whatever happens. I think they're at that point. And I don't know, man. So the Giants, I don't know. Danny Dimes, Kenny Galladay, I don't know, man. Just give me them winning. I don't know.
I must have been drinking when I picked the score. I picked the Giants to win as well. Well, I don't know. The more I think about it, like this is one of the toughest games I think. Because they're both just like they're not like the worst teams in the league, but they're nowhere near good or even average. Like they're just so mediocre. I don't know. It's like I think the Giants are due for a victory. I think Saquon maybe goes off. I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's tough because Slayton and Sterling Shepard are both hurt, and Evan Ingram's not going to do anything. Like, come on,
he's going to drop the ball. Is what he's
we've done this before. We've seen this movie. I don't know. I'm going to say upset win. Giants take it.
I think the Giants suck. They are terrible. I mean, yeah, I got the Saints here. I think this is just not a great game. I'm probably not going to watch this game. There's plenty of more interesting games on. But yeah, I'm just going to take the Saints just because the Giants suck.
Yeah, Saints are another one of those just super inconsistent teams. Like can hang up 31 week, but won't put up a touchdown the next. So I think they're still trying to figure out what they're about this year. To Raji's point, you just got Jameis stepping up into the first, QB1 role, trying to sling that ball. Why are you going to take the ball out of his hands for one play, break that rhythm up? I don't get it either. But on that same note, Giants are top 2, top 1 worst team in the league. Like y'all are tripping. Give me the Saints.
Oh.
I said it. Trash.
Well, I mean, that's over Jacksonville and the Jets. I mean,
I don't.
No way.
All right.
We got to talk about probably
home for him.
I mean, if we want to talk about top 3, top 4, we don't talk about sucky football teams. Let's go ahead and move on to the next game because we're talking about the Philadelphia Eagles and the Kansas City Chiefs. I mean, like, come on, guys. Like, I get it, bro. You guys are fans, but like, come on, dog. It's just not. They're not there yet, bro. It's not ready. They got a lot of stuff going on, and they're going against Kansas City, which you don't have to explain anything. And listen, I mean, the Eagles can prove like, hey, we can put up some points against some tough defenses. Right, we can make some things happen and whatnot, but I don't know about Jalen Hurts, man. Something about his pocket presence. I think the thing I saw with the Eagles and the Cowboys, man, when you look at Dak Prescott only being maybe 5 years in the league, he looks like a veteran quarterback in there. Go to the line, you're making audibles, this and that. I know Jalen Hurts is young and whatnot, but it's like, dude's got one play. If that breaks down, then he's not doing anything else with it. You can definitely still tell that he's a rookie, which is fine. Maybe that turns over, but I just don't think they're there right yet. They got the pieces, Devontae Smith, a couple of guys on defense, but come on, fellas. I mean, Kansas City, too. If we're talking about just this game, it's Kansas City, brother. Don't take that 1 and 2. I mean, they're just a little slump right now. Chargers, I'll give them credit, or a good football team. But do we think Kansas City is going to, continue this? Absolutely not. Against the Eagles?
Look, give me the birds. Okay. No, I think you're right. Hurts didn't look great against the Cowboys. My biggest gripe with him though is his arm strength. I think that he can do the defense. I think he goes through his reads, but he's aiming the ball. When he throws it, he's not just letting his instincts take over and just let it grip it and rip it. He's trying to aim the ball. So maybe it's not like an arm strength thing. Maybe it's just a mental condition thing that it's easy to work out. I mean, they have a great quarterback coach. But no, I think the Chiefs are angry. They're coming off a really rough emotional loss against a divisional rival. This might be one of their bye week games. I think they're going to come in here. Any game with Mahomes, you're going to have a chance. And with the Eagles, their secondary safety, Kayvon Wallace, is hurt. Brandon Graham out for the year. On offense, Sayamalu on the O-line's hurt for the rest of the year. Like, they're banged up already. I mean, classic birds, though. I mean, like, let's be real, it happens every year. No, but this is a fat Birds L.
Yeah, don't want to say it, but it's gonna be a big loss here. Chiefs coming off, I believe, back-to-back losses here after start. No, yeah, I'm not sure. I can't remember, but yeah, the Chiefs, they're just gonna put a pounding on the Birds here, and the Birds, like you said, Jimmy, they're just been hurt. Not a great look here. It's just is what it is. Chiefs are gonna kind of roll by us here.
Yeah. Give me the Chiefs, boys. Come on. I think they're coming in -7 on the spread here. I think this is one of the rare weeks Chiefs cover the spread. So look to that. But yeah, Eagles.
What a crazy stat about the Chiefs, dude. 84 games in a row that they have had a lead in a football game, dude. Absolutely insane since Patrick Mahomes has been there. Like,
it's just a dynasty.
They're gonna hang up some points. So
if we go to the Super Bowl, it would be a dynasty, but I don't know, man.
Wait, you'll see.
It's there. Macon's there.
Go
I mean,
ahead.
they're definitely favorited to get back. I mean, for sure, until they prove otherwise. So, going to go ahead and move on to the next game, though. Talking Dallas Cowboys, Carolina Panthers. Obviously, the Panthers sitting at a nice, pretty 3-0 right now. Sam Darnold kind of figuring it out over there. Looking real good. Not looking great, I would say. I mean, I don't think he's looking no MVP level or nothing like that. But I don't really think he needs to be. They got Christian McCaffrey. They got enough pieces on the receiving core. I still think they're a little weak at the tight end spot, but you got Robbie Anderson, you got DJ Moore. They're kind of figuring it out. I think the only thing that ends up maybe hindering the Panthers is that defense just still being kind of young and raw. And the Cowboys, I mean, look sharp against the Eagles. That's what the Cowboys should be. As much as that pains me, I hate them, but I genuinely believe the Cowboys are a great football team, and they just don't play up to that. So I think they roll off the Eagles win a little hot. I think Carolina simmers down here this week, coming up against just Darnold versus Prescott. I think Prescott can outplay him here. So give me the Cowboys here.
Yeah, absolutely. Cowboys are just rolling, like you said. Like this team on paper is just so damn good. Especially if Zeke gets rolling again. I think a lot of it's coaching. I don't trust Mike McCarthy as far as I could throw him, and that's not very far.
Yeah.
But yeah, I see them going against the Panthers, and I don't know. I mean, like the Panthers are a good team. They're building. But McCaffrey's out this week, obviously. Got Chuba Hubbard in there, my man, picked him in fantasy. But yeah, I don't see Carolina taking this one. Give me the Cowboys.
Yeah, I think it's a high-scoring game. I think this is going to really be a shootout here between these two teams. These are two really good offenses. A lot of star power on both these offenses between DJ Moore, like you said, Robbie Anderson. Even though McCaffrey is out, you still got Zeke, CeeDee Lamb, all these guys in the offense on each team. I think it's going to be a high-scoring one. I think the Cowboys do take it home. I just trust Dak a little bit more, as much as it pains me to say that. I do trust Dak a little bit more than Darnold as of now in a shootout type game. So I got the Cowboys by a touchdown here.
Ooh. Yeah, give me the boys on this one here as well. Panthers are all right. They're having a solid season, starting out 3-0. You just get away from the Adam Gase system. You're going to start throwing some completions.
I think we need to acknowledge who the real MVP of the Carolina Panthers is the past 2 years. Matt Rule, dude. Dude knows how to coach some fucking football games, bro. Like, he's figuring it out. Came from Baylor. He's definitely he proved. I mean, put Teddy Bridgewater in front of me, put Sam Darnold in front of me. I mean,
both look great.
I'm gonna figure it out. So I mean, shout out Matt Rule, shout out Joe Brady, the offensive coordinator, for making that thing work in Carolina. But we're gonna go ahead and move on to the next game, talking Seattle Seahawks and the San Fran 49ers, who I know I say all the time every week. Kyle Shanahan, dude, powerhouse of an NFL coach. They obviously lost a tough game, I think, between Green Bay. But, I mean, all in all, I still think the 49ers, dude, are a championship team. I really do. I just know what Jimmy G is going to be available to do, what Kyle Shanahan can do with the run schemes and the pieces they have on defense. I still, between NFC, the Bucks, the Rams, I think the 49ers are right there third in that conversation. Obviously, Green Bay, you could toss that up as well. I know they just lost to them. But I think the 49ers are a solid team. Seattle Seahawks obviously lost a tough one there to the Vikings. But this is the name of the game for the Seahawks. We see this every year. Like, it's going to be hot. It's going to be cold. Like, Russell Wilson's going to do his thing. Tyler Lockett's going to do his thing. But, like, the front, the guys in the trenches, the offensive line, the defensive line, like, are they going to show up or not? And that's just a big bounce back between. So I think 49ers just overpower them here. I think they run the ball on them heavy. I don't think Seattle can stop that. Now, like I said, Russell and the receivers can still break out, throw a couple tugs. But give me San Fran here.
I agree that San Fran has a championship roster, but they just don't have a championship quarterback at this point. Trae Young might be the guy. I don't know how long it takes for him to develop, but I see the Seahawks taking this by like a 10-point lead. I don't know. I just think that Jimmy G needs to figure it out. I thought that last game against the Packers was a game that he needed to show off. Maybe not win, but at least play better than he did. Obviously they have a great run game, and their O-line is pretty good, but you need a quarterback. I say it all the time, it's the most important position in all sports. Russ is obviously on fire. But again, they're not going to drift too far away from 500, the Seahawks. But I'm going to take the Seahawks here by probably 10 points.
Yeah, I actually agree with Jimmy here. I think the Seahawks do take this one. I don't disagree with you. I think the 49ers probably are the better team on paper all around. I just think Russell Wilson and those receivers down there, they just get it done. Sometimes they just, like you said, they have these games where they just go crazy. They put up like 30, 40 points. And I just feel like this could be one of those games, a big divisional game for them. They need to bounce back, get to 500 at home here. I think they do it.
I think this is going to be a tight one for sure. I think it's going to be a low scoring, but I don't know, man. I like the Seahawks just a little bit better here. I really think this game's going to come down to one defensive stop on either side of the ball, whoever gets it. I really think this is going to be a tight one. But I don't know. Give me Seahawks. It's just I'm leaning. This is a hard one to pick, boys. This is a great matchup.
Right. It's a good game.
No, it's definitely going to be a good game. Definitely excited to watch that. Definitely excited to watch this next game in the Arizona Cardinals and the Los Angeles Rams, who, like I said, I think in the NFC, I think we're talking Bucks, we're talking 49ers, and I think the Rams are just right there as well. Obviously, they plugged in Matt Stafford in that system. Sean McVay is, obviously proven he can do the damn thing from a coaching standpoint. And I mean, the Cardinals are on fire, though. So, you know what I'm saying? So that offense is absolutely electric. But, give me us Aaron Donald, Jalen Ramsey. I think they're going to be able to shut down. I mean, Kyler Murray's still going to be able to run around, do his thing, do just a little pinball out there, bro, just doing stuff. But I think the Rams can contain it. I think the Rams can contain it with their linebacking schemes, their QB contains. They've been really, really good at this year. So give me the dub here with the Rams. I mean, this is tough, dude. That's the best division in football, dude.
Yeah. No, I agree. I think it's a throw up. Honestly, I picked the Cardinals to win. Might be my hot take. I don't know. I just think that the Rams cool off a little bit. I mean, they probably won't. I mean, in all actuality, that team is fucking stacked, and they're just on fire. And Sean McVay loves having Matt Stafford, and Matt Stafford loves having Sean McVay. I think that if the Cardinals will win, it'll be in an absolute shootout, like 60-point game. It'll be an incredible offensive showdown. But I'm just gonna go on a limb here and take the Cardinals.
Yeah, I agree with Jimmy there. I think the only way that the Cardinals win this game is by a shootout. I think this one does stay relatively low scoring. I think it stays in the 20s here. And I think the Rams do take it home, even just by a few points. I think it's going to be close. It's going to be a great game, probably the best of the week. But yeah, I just think Matt Stafford and Kyler Murray are, in my eyes, top 2 MVP right now in the league. They're both balling out in their own way. Matt Stafford slinging the rock. Kyler Murray, like you said, is running around like a crazy man. And yeah, it's going to be a great game. I'm really going to enjoy watching this one. I think the Rams do take it by a few points here.
Y'all said it there. Give me the Rams as well. I'm on the Rams for this one. I'm excited. I think this is game of the week. It's got to be.
Definitely, I think we got one coming up that might be, from a hype standpoint, the best one. But we're going to move on to the next game. We're talking the Steelers and the Packers. And, I mean, listen, the Steelers are just kind of proving, man, that they might need to blow some shit up over there, man. They might need to blow that operation up. Offensive line's just not where it needs to be. Najee Harris looking real up and down. Big Ben's not looking the same. Now, that being said, I do still think they pull out a plus 500 record by the end of the year. Like I said, Tomlin's whole coaching tenure there, they've had worse teams and finished with better records, I think. So that being said, though, I still think Packers are rolling right now. Packers are going to do Packers things. I still think the Packers, it's still too Aaron Rodgers, Devontae Adams dependent. But it's clearly works in some aspects as well. So give me the Packers here. Steelers came off a real tough loss against the Bengals. And I just think the Packers, obviously big tight win over the 49ers. They roll right into that this week and secure the dub.
Yeah, I think that the Packers are a better team. I think the Steelers are probably better coached. I think Mike Tomlin is a Hall of Fame coach. I disagree with you. I think that Aaron Jones is a dynamic running back.
Aaron Jones, yep.
Yeah, he's a power back, but he's fast and he can catch. I think that he's absolutely incredible. Yeah, but I don't have much to say. I mean, the Packers just rolling. I think there's the better team, so give me the Packers in this one.
Yep, I agree with you guys. I'm going to focus a little bit on the Steelers here. I've been saying it all year. Ben Roethlisberger should have been out of the league 3 years ago. He's way too old. I think he shouldn't be there anymore. They need to find a replacement. They need to find a future quarterback. I think they know they're not winning the Super Bowl this year, and they need to get him out of there and find their quarterback of the future. And he's obviously not that. So, yeah, I think Packers win this one in kind of a blowout here. I'm going to go with the Packers.
I'm on Packers as well, boys. I think the under-over on this at 45.5 is a bit low, so I might smash the over on that. But again, these Steelers are just another one of those super inconsistent teams. Like on paper, squad, you know what I mean? But week to week, they just can't seem to put it back together, consistently. So I don't know. I just like the Packers a bit more here. Give me the Packers.
Give me the Packers for sure. So we're going to go ahead and move on to the next game where I'm about to give my hot take of the week. We're talking the Denver Broncos and the Baltimore Ravens. I'm not even going to cap, brother. I said it all last year. Pull up the tape. Denver Broncos are a very, very good football team. What was their biggest problem, though? Drew Lock was giving up the ball, right? What is Teddy Bridgewater not doing? What's their defense, man? Von Miller, Defensive Player of the Month so far, eating up. Bradley Chubb, good offensive line, like their running backs, Melvin Gordon. I know who they've beaten, right? The Jets and the Giants and everything. I think this is like a top 7 football team. Not even going to cap. I genuinely I just look at the foundation they have, man. Teddy Bridgewater's playing. They have a good enough team to prove that, hey, we just needed someone slightly better than Drew Lock. Teddy Bridgewater is no championship level quarterback, but he's going to get you some dubs, right? The rest of the roster, I think, is complete enough to be able to do this. And so, I mean, that's hard because the Ravens are also just the Ravens. I mean, Lamar Jackson's just putting the thing on his back. Give me the Broncos here, though, man. I think this might be one of the underdog stories of the league this year, dude. The Broncos just might go crazy or something, have this thing going. And so I'm going to ride that. They probably prove me wrong. Ravens probably win this game because, like I said, the Broncos been beating up the Jets and stuff. But at a foundation level, dude, I think the Broncos are a great team. Give me a minute. I'll take the hot take.
It's definitely a tilt. I could see this game going to the Broncos. I didn't pick the Broncos to win, but I can definitely see them get an upset victory here. But you're right. I think with their skill positions, they're an absolute top 10 team. If they had if Aaron Rodgers went to that team, we would they'd be like the Rams. They'd be unbeatable. Yeah. I think that the Ravens are very Lamar dependent, though. I think that's one of the reasons why he hasn't done well in the playoffs, because once they shut him down, it's kind of just like free money there.
Right.
I think that they'll build a team around him, and then he'll build a better team eventually. Yeah, but right now I'm picking the Ravens to win. I can definitely see an upset though with the Broncos, but I'm taking the Ravens.
Yeah, I think this game is going to be extremely close. I picked this one with my eyes closed, I'm going to be honest with you, because I didn't know what to do. So I got the Broncos here just because that's what ended up happening. I picked them by 1 point here. I got 28-27. I think this is a very close game. Like I said, I didn't know what to do, so I just picked this one with my eyes closed.
Wow, man, I agree. Broncos are on the up and up. I'm excited to see if they get some dubs against some, heavy set teams here like the Ravens. But I just don't think that's going to happen this week. I'm taking the Ravens. Lamar is my MVP at this point in the season. I know it's only week 3, but he is currently leading the NFL in yards per completion as well as yards per carry. That has never been done ever before. He's the only player to ever have that stat.
I mean, he has to, though, for them to win.
And exactly. And that's part of the problem. Mark Andrews out there, tight end, is not wide receiver 1. Obviously, Hollywood Brown not getting it done. They need to get some pieces for this boy Lamar, but he's a freak. Yeah. So I don't know. Just give me the Ravens here. I don't think they get it done against the. Excuse me. I don't think the Broncos get it done against the Ravens at home. There's no way.
I mean, I think that'll be actually a real sleeper game to watch for sure. I'm definitely excited to watch that. Going to move on to the next game, though, which I think from a hype standpoint, I mean, this is the stuff Disney movies are the stuff, I'm written about. Got the Buccaneers and the Patriots. Obviously, Tom Brady going back to New England, homecoming, which I wonder how they're going to roll that out. I mean, obviously, I don't think we're going to see any boos or anything like that, dude. They'll probably have some huge fucking thing for them. And it's
game for the Bucs, dude.
It's well deserved, man. It's well deserved. That's Tom Brady we're talking about, coming back home, brought y'all 6 rings. But I think he just outclasses New England in this game, dude. That dude's coming in just like a shark in the water, dude. Just going to pick them apart. Mac Jones might have some dookie in his drawers by the end of this game. Just the sheer pressure of this moment. And obviously, Bill Belichick can put together something. Because, I mean, listen, the Buccaneers defense has been looking a little shaky. I mean, we can all admit it's been looking a little shaky. But I think Tom Brady comes in, hangs 50 on them, dog. Like, I don't know. Maybe not. But, dude, this is like a historical thing, dude. We've never really seen. This is like Jordan on the Wizards going back his first game against the Bulls or something like that. Like, this is nuts. So I'm so hyped to watch this. I want to see the reaction that Gillette Stadium gives Tom, bro, because this will be awesome. I want to see do you think Bill Belichick and Tom hug? Think they give a little?
Oh yeah.
I don't think so.
I said yeah.
Nah.
Mm-mm.
I'll tell you what. This will be the game I watch for literally before kickoff just to see the ceremony, and I'm turning that shit right back off. This game is gonna blow, dude. We're watching Tom Brady just go to town on Bill Belichick, get all the revenge for all the shit he walked through for that old man. I think that Bill Belichick was an absolute dickhead. I mean, the thing is, they were great. I mean, you can't take away what they did. They're the evil empire, and that they got that name for a reason. Fucking Emperor Belichick, you know what I mean? But no, I'm not going to watch this game. If I happen to come across on the red zone, so be it. But I will like to see their ceremony for Brady.
Yeah, I think it's definitely going to be a warm welcome home here for Tom Brady. He's going to show out. I do think this game actually is a little closer. I think Bill Belichick's been cooking up a defensive plan for Tom Brady for 2 years.
That's
I
true.
think he might have been planning this for 10 years just for when Brady leaves. But yeah, I think this is going to be a good game to watch. I'm not sure Mac Jones gets it done, but I think Bill Belichick has been cooking up a defensive plan for Tom Brady for the past 2 years. He's been prepping for this game. This has been his big way to show up and show out as a defensive coach that we know he is. But yeah, I mean, obviously the Bucs are going to win, but I think this game is actually going to be a little closer than we're saying.
Okay, I think we are skipping over a very important fact here, boys. Tom Brady is going to break the all-time passing record in the first quarter of this game. He's going to pass Drew Brees and be number 1 all-time passing yards at Gillette in the return. I mean, this is unreal. I mean, this is crazy. But, yeah, put all that aside. Give me the fucking Bucs by 100. Are you kidding me? This is going to be – I can't wait to watch this. But this is literally history we're going to see. Tom Brady is like 100 or 200 yards away from the record. That's first quarter, boys. This is going to be insane.
Yeah, definitely fun to watch, man. This is, like I said, I cannot wait for this fucking Tom Brady documentary in like 5-10 years, bro. It's going to be absolutely legendary. But we're going to go ahead and move on to the last game of the week. Got a good one on some Monday night action. Got the Raiders and the Chargers, 2 teams obviously very, very hot right now. Chargers got a really big dub, obviously, over the Chiefs. Like I said, dude, it's another really good division because now the Broncos are in play in that division. I mean, that's 4 teams right there, man. That's solid. Like they have to play each other twice a year. So, I mean, there's going to be some real good games, man, grinding those out. Really important stat, though, I kind of want to point out here with the Raiders last week is Derek Carr threw a completion to 9 different targets. That's huge, right? You're getting your guys involved, especially towards the end of last year and definitely week 1. It was kind of like, oh, man, they really only have Darren Waller. Like this is Derek Carr, Darren Waller or bust. Derek Carr is becoming a good enough vet and starting to realize, like, let me get my guys involved. Everybody eats, and they're looking solid. So I don't really know this game. I like with the direction the Raiders are going. They're finally starting to pop off the way they should have maybe a couple years ago. And to me, the Chargers, obviously big win against the Chiefs, but are still proving that it's a little back and forth with them. They're losing tight games. They're winning tight games. So I don't know what happens here. If I had it, my gut tells me Raiders. Could 100% see the Chargers taking this, but I'll go with the Raiders. I like what I'm seeing from Derek Carr.
I like that take. I did pick the Chargers to win, but I could see it's going either way. This could be a tie ball game. Another one of those closies.
Might be.
I don't know. I mean, for no rhyme or reason, I just like Herbert. Obviously, Derek Carr and John Gruden have something building there, and they have a good core around them. You know, if Ruggs plays well, he lives up to the hype, and then Josh Jacobs gets healthy. But not even depending on that, Darren Waller is a bad man. You know what I'm saying? He's a oof. I would love to have him on the Birds. But anyways, I don't know. I can see it going either way, but I did happen to choose the Chargers to take this game.
Yeah, I think this is another close game. But I do think the Raiders take it home. I think this is going to be very close. I think Derek Carr, like you said, Derek Carr, John Gruden are showing something special this year. I think this defense, that's kind of what they've been missing the past few years, is a big defensive presence, and they got that in Max Crosby on the line. He's been a beast this year, and they absolutely needed that. The Raiders defense, I think they had like the least amount of sacks the past 2 years in the league. They just have not been putting it together. But yeah, Max Crosby's been well for them. I think this is a typical Chargers losing the game here right at the end. Might be like 5 mixed extra points in this game, they might lose it by. So I think this is going to be a Raiders win here, but very close.
I agree, Raiders win, and I'm sticking with my take on these Raiders, boys. I'm telling you, first half of the season, they're going to look elite. Back half of the season, they're going to start to drop off a little bit, and it's going to happen again this year. I'm calling it, but I agree exactly what Cruz just said. High-scoring, close one. Give me the Raiders 28-24.
Ooh, you can definitely see that. Definitely excited to watch that one on a Monday night. All right, fellas, I think that is it. Real quick, want to give a question. Real quick, I want to end this off with a nice little question. Best division in football. Give me it.
NFC best, brother. The NFC West, all 4 teams are just showing the fuck out. I can't. It's hard to deny that.
Yeah.
Got to be the AFC West for me. Any one of those teams could win the division. When the Chiefs are in last place, that's the best division in football.
Yes.
I'm also going NFC West. I think they have a few more years to be this dominant, but I think this is like the peak of their greatness this year.
Good point. I'm gonna rock with the Cruz on this. I'm gonna say AFC West for right now because, like I said, that's 4 teams right there that are just sort of killer right now. Just at least for right now in a vacuum. Right now, I'm gonna go with them. But Richie, do me a favor, throw that graphic up one more time. Give me them scores. Everyone, take a good hard look. That will not look the same when we reconvene next week. So take a good hard look. I'm definitely gonna pull out with the dub on here because I just know what I'm talking about. So. That being said, y'all, appreciate you. That was the Meat Picks Week 4. Can't wait to do this Week 5. That being said, Salami Squad.
Perfect.